Hello dear students, this is Rebecca Deal from RA Knowledge Spot. Dear students, today we have to start exercise number 1.3, and in 1.3 this is a quite different exercise from rest of the exercises. This is the highest power in this equations, that is power 4, and there is another method or a different way to solve this exercise in the exercise. This is the question number 1, that is 2x4 minus 11x square plus 5 is equal to 0. Now as you can see that the power of x, you can see the highest power is 4. That's why we call it biquadratic equation. Now there is another method that we have to follow, is that now the least power, you can see in this equation what is the least power, that is x power 2. Now starting the solution, you can see we can write this 4, 2 2s are 4. You can see when you are going to multiply 2 with 2, you will get 4. This 11x square or x square will be as it is, plus 5 is equal to 0. Now dear students, you have to find out the number that is same in whole equation. And what is that number that is same in this equation? That is x power 2. You can see this is x power 2, x power 2, that is similar actually. Don't see this power, you have to stay inside the bracket, that is x square. Now we have to substitute, or you can say we have to suppose that this x square is equal to y, or y is equal to x square. You can say x square is equal to y or y is equal to x square, no problem at all. Then we have to substitute this y in this equation, in this main question or in this equation. Now replacing this x square with y, because x square is equal to y. Now what we have to do, writing this 2 as it is, instead of x square or replacing this x square, we will write y this way, and this square will be as it is. Dear student, don't be confused. X square is equal to y, this one, and the square, this square will be as it is, minus will be as it is, 11 is as it is. Now what is your x square? X square is y. Again you have to replace with x square to y, plus 5 is equal to 0. Next, okay. Now students, as you can see, the question is in the power 4, and after some changings, now this is power 2. That is a quadratic equation. There are 3 ways with the help of which you can solve the quadratic equation. That is, number 1, that is factorization, number 2, completing square, and number 3, quadratic formula. You have solved 3 methods and you know how to solve those 3 methods. You have to select one method that is quite simpler and also shorter. And here the method that we have to apply is the factorization. If you're not easy with factorization, then this is up to you. You can go with go to the quadratic formula. But dear students, that is very lengthy, because already this question is quite lengthy. So I will suggest you that don't opt that method, rather than you should go towards the factorization. So here we are going to do the factorization. Students, if you are still not clear with the factorization, I'm going to give the link in the description box. Then you can go and watch there that how you have to factorize. That is called the midterm break or splitting the middle term. That is a very quite basic topic, and you can see that in whenever doing the first chapter, second chapter, you will see many places that basic concept will repeat again. So you should be have a good grip on that topic basically. Now after solving this, now if you will watch my video, you can see first you have to do the very first step, that is 2 5s are 10. Now you have to find out the possible factor or possible pairs from the table. That will 10 ones are 10, and minus 10 and minus 1 will give you minus 11. Dear students, I'm telling you again, if you are not good at it and if you don't know how to do factorize, then this question, you will not grab this question actually. Okay, now after taking common all these steps, including that factorization, this will be y minus 5 and this one. Then there are 2 ways, because when you multiply the 2 number and in return you are getting 0, it means 1 by 1 we will say y minus 5 is equal to 0, and then this is negative 5 will change to the other side, we will change the sign. Then 2y minus 1 is equal to 5, and y will be the negative sign, and the other side it will be positive. Then 2 is multiplying, on the other side it will be divided. Dear students, maybe you thought that this is the final answer of the question, but not. Why? Because you can see, as the question, the given question is in the variable x. Now what is the variable? The variable is x, and the question, the statement of the question is in the yx, but your answer is in some another variable. How could it possible? And this is not the final answer, because in the variable that is in the question, answer should also be in that variable. It means this is not the final answer. There is something else that you have to do to complete this question. Now there are two values of y, and we have to find the answer in x, not y. First we have to solve for y is equal to 5, and what you have to do basically, where you are going to take the very first substitution, or you can say where you take the let. यहाँ पर जो आपने let किया था, you have to use this sequence, or you can use this equation. The value that is y, you have to insert in this equation. Now what is the value of y? That is 5. Instead of y, or you have to replace this y in this equation. After writing 5, and x square will be as it is. Now taking square root both side, taking because it is x square, after taking square root you will get x and plus minus 5. So this is the value of x, as the question was also in x. Now there are two values of y, or two solutions of y. So we need two solutions also for x. Now what is the value of y? That is y is equal to 2. 1 by 2. Now you have to write this equation here. Now putting the value, that is x square will be as it is. What is the value of y? 1 by 2. Taking square root both side. After cancellation you will get, this is 1 by 2 plus minus 1 by 2. Now we are having four solutions. The one is this. This is not the one solution, but the two solution, positive and negative. Again, this is not the one solution, but positive and negative. Dear students, you can see the power, the highest power of the equation is 4. 4 equations, like 4 power means 4 solutions. You can see 4 solutions here. Now you have to write in the form of solution set, and this is your answer. Moving towards the, maybe you will thought why I'm not putting here the square root, because when you are taking the square root of 1, you will get 1. You can solve it with the help of your calculator. You will get only 1. Now this is the question number 2. Like this is question number, the parts are there in the book, they don't mention question number 1, question number 2. This is the second part of the exercise. Now this is 2x4 is equal to 9x square minus 4. You can see the equation is not the normal equation, or it's not the arranged form. First we have to arrange it, then it will be like this. This is a positive 9x square. You will move it here, it will be negative, and the 4 is negative, and here it is positive, is equal to 0. Again, in the previous question what we have done, you have to find the least power, and right now the same way the least power is square. Then applying the same strategy as in the previous question, we can write 2 2s are 4, x square is as it is, plus 4 is equal to 0. Then again you have to suppose, or you have to use the word let or suppose instead. Okay, then y is equal to x square. Replacing this x square, you can say x square is equal to y. Now wherever in the equation we are having x square, we will just put y, just replacing actually. Now 2 will be as it is, instead of x square we will write y, and this square will be this square actually. Then minus 9 x square is equal to y, we are replacing this, plus 4 is equal to 0. Again students, we have to do the factorization. 4 2s are 8. Now 8 1s are 8, and minus 8 minus 1, that is minus 9. Now you just have to take common. Further simplification, 4 minus, that is y minus, and this was y minus 1, y minus 4. Again, now the two solutions, like two brackets, or the prime, you can also call it like these are the factors, the linear factor. We are making it like equal to 0 1 by 1. Y minus 4 is equal to 0. Then 4 is negative, other it will be positive. to y minus 1 is equal to 0, then negative, positive, 2 is multiplying, and there it will be, you have to divide this. Now once again the same question, the two values of y, but this is not the final answer. Now you have to solve first for this y and second for this one. First for y is equal to 4. Okay, now you have to substitute in the very first step where you have to take the substitution. This was the first substitution you have done, replacing y, because y is equal to 4 and x square will be as it is, taking square root. When you take the square root of 4, you will get plus minus 2 and it will be cancelled. This is the first solution. Yes, this way. Okay, students, you can normally you have saw till now in this classes that x is written at your left hand rather than on your right hand. No matter if it is on your left hand, but you should try to write on your left hand. So this is that's why you can say instantly, or you can say you can write in this way, no matter, no problem. Okay, now for y is equal to 1 by 2 we have to solve for this solution, putting here in this substitution y is equal to 1 by 2, that is y is equal to x square. Now y is equal to 1 by 2, it's taking square root both side, cancellation, square root of 1 will give you 1 and there is no square root of 2, it will be as it is. Here the cancellation, the answer is plus minus. Now this is your final solution of the question. Moving towards the next question. So this is the question, that is 5x 1 by 2 is equal to 7x 1 by 4 minus 2. Okay, dear students, as the strategy that we are going to apply in the question is that we have to find the least power. But in this question maybe it is difficult for you to find the least power. That what is the least power? Students, I'm going to give you a simple example, is that if you're going to have a piece of a full-fledged cake in front of you in a round form, or you're having a pizza in front of you, if you're going to divide into two parts, you should take an example of a cake. There's a two-piece of cake. You are having a circle, draw the line inside, and you are going to divide a cake into two parts. What will happen? That is called 1 by 2. Means there's a one whole circle divided into two parts, that is called half or 1 by 2. It means maybe you and your fellow are sitting together. The one is yours and the one is your friend. Now, if there is another friend sitting with you, she suddenly came to you and you have to divide your cake into three portions. Now what will happen? You will say it's 1 by 3. Now tell me one thing, 1 by 2 is a bigger number or 1 by 3 is a bigger number? Or you can say there is one more addition of a friend. Now you are 4 partners and your cake is going to cut into 4 pieces, that is 1 by 4. Now what do you call it? Which is the largest value or which is the smallest value? Students, of course 1 by 2 is the largest value, or you can say as you are going to increase the value in the denominator, like first 1 by 2, then 1 by 3, then 1 by 4. As you are going to increase the value in the denominator, on the whole the value get decreased. So we can say 1 by 2 is the largest value, but 1 by 4 is the smallest value. So in this way, maybe you got my point. What I want to tell you basically that we have to take the least power, and the least power is 1 by 4th. Now this is, you just have to first arrange the equation. Here this is negative, on the other side it will be this is positive, and here it is negative, minus 2 and plus 2. These are there is no need to write or mention in a question like this. I'm just going to tell you these are the two fractions power, and which is the smallest, as 1 by 4 is the smallest. That we are going to take y is equal to x power 1 by 4. Students, after this we have to take square on both sides of this equation. Taking square both sides this way, and square is going to cancel with the 1 by 4, you will get 1 by 2. Now Now equation 1 will be, this is basically, I never represent or I never said it 1, but this is actually the main equation of the question. Now what will happen, as you know that x power 1 by 4 is equal to 1. I'm going to say it again, x power 1 by 4 is equal to y, and x power 1 by 2 is equal to y square. After substituting, the 5 is as it is, and x power 1 by 2 is equal to y2 minus 7 is as it is, and x power 1 by 4 is equal to y, and I'm just going to replace this with y. Plus 2 will be as it is. Then, okay, once again the factorization, like 5 2s are 10, again 5 2s are 10, and 5 minus 2, that is 7. 5y is common and y minus 1, minus 2 is common and y minus plus minus y minus 1. Then y minus 1 is common and 5y minus 2 is this way like common and is equal to 0. Again, as you know that we have to say 1 by 1, like y minus 1 is equal to 0, then the value of y will be 1, then 5y minus 2 is equal to 0, then 2 will be go there, then y is equal to 2 by 5. Now this is not as the final answer, so we have to solve for both of the value, for y is equal to 1 and for y is equal to 2 by 5. Then first we have to solve for y is equal to 1, and we have to put the value in a very first step. In the rest of the question, in the previous question, students, we also have done this way, that we are putting here in this equation substitution, or you can say the back substitution actually. Now writing this and putting the value of y, that is 1, is equal to x by 1, x 1 by 4. Now students, you can see that this is the 1 by 4th. We have to actually we want that this 4 should not be here, the fraction should be not showing here. We want to remove this 4, and how? You can take the 4th power. If there is 2, what we said that we have to take the square root. If there is 1 by 3, then you have to take the cube. If there is 1 by 4th, it means we have to take the 4th power, so that this 4 will be vanished from here. So this way we are going to say, taking the 4th power both side, what will happen? 1 power 4 means 1, and 4 will cancel with this 4, and you will get only x. So we are moving towards the answer. Actually this is the first answer. Then now for y is equal to 2 by 5, again substituting in this equation, your main equation, that is this one, the very first, y is equal to 2 by 5. Again you have to remove this 4, taking the 4th power. After this is 2 by 5, 4, and this is also 4. Again 4 is going to cancel with 4. 2 power 4 means 16, and 5 power 4, it doesn't mean 2 4s are 8 or 5 4s are 20. It means you have to multiply 2 with 4 times, like 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. You can also do with the help of calculator very easily. Now these are the two solutions of this question, that was in the form of x also. Moving towards the next part, that is 4. Okay, once again this is not the arranged form. Now first we have to arrange this question. This is a positive value, will be negative here, and 54 will be as it is. Now students, we can apply a technique here. The all questions in this exercise a bit different from each other. Now we can write this 1 by 3 as it is, and we can take this square upside on the bracket actually, and when you multiply 2 1s are 2, you will get again this form. So no problem with this 2. By doing this, your question will be actually more easier. So then you can see in this question, this is x power 1 by 3, x power 1 by 3, and you have to find out the same value or the same number that is going to repeat in the question, so that the repeating number is x power 1 by 3. We are going to substitute, or we are going to replace this x1 by 3 into y in a very first equation, in this equation. After replacing, you will get this form. Then again you have to make the pairs or factorization. I hope so. We have done many times factorization, and you easily can get the point of how the factorization is done. Okay, now y minus 9 and y minus 6. both the solutions. Like for 1 by 1, like y minus 9 is equal to 0, you will get y9, y minus 6 with a positive number. Now again, these are not the answers, these are not the solutions. 1 by 1 we have to solve for both the values. Now okay, for first we have to solve for y is equal to 9. In the very first step, that is x1 by 3 is equal to y, we have to replace it. Now y 9, dear students, in the previous question as you saw there that the fourth power, now this is 3, now we will take the cube or the third power. Taking cube, they will be cancelled. 9 power 3, that is 729, and 3 will cancel with this 3. Now for y is equal to 6, again doing the same step. These are very simple steps. Again taking cube, 3 is cancelled with this 3, and 6 cube, that is 216. A very simple question maybe for you peoples. Okay, now this is your solution set. Moving towards the next part. So here maybe it looks like a difficult question to you with a minus sign, but not, dear students, just hold on. Okay, this is 3x minus 2. This is a negative number, positive number. When you take it there, negative, and 5 is of course as it is. Now there is another form or another way you can solve this question, that is you can say this is minus 1 and you can make it minus 1. How? Write minus 1 here inside the bracket and 2 is upside, and when you multiply, of course you will get minus 2, but because you need this thing, that's why you have to make it in a way, in this way. Okay, now x minus 1 is equal to y. Why? Because there's the repeating number is x minus 1, again x minus 1. Now you just have to replace it in the question. This is 3, 3 will be as it is. X minus 1 is equal to y power 2. Again doing the same thing. Now factorization, and here all the steps of factorization. Now 1 by 1 you have to take them 0, and this is y value 1. 3y minus 5 is equal to 0. Then 3y minus is equal to 5, getting the value of y, that is 5 by 3. Then as you know that this is not the final solution, you have to solve for them one by one. First for 4 y is equal to 1, putting in a very this first substitution. Now you have to put y is equal to 1. Dear student, this is x power minus 1, and in very earlier grades in 9th class you have just read some few months that when you have power minus 1 you have to take it down, or you have to take the reciprocal. आप देखेंगे जब आप इसको ऐसे लिखते हैं, then you have to take it upside, the power will be negative. If the power is negative, you have to take to the downside towards the denominator, and the power will be positive. The one is as it is. X is divided here, and on the other side it will be multiplying, that x ones are x, and this is finally your final answer. Now solving for y is equal to 5 by 3. Again you have to substitute in this equation, this one. Again you have to write, first you have to put the value, again you have to write 1 by x, cross multiplication, students, here 5x, and when you have now listen, when you have two fractions and there is an equal sign between them, you simply have to cross multiply, like 5x and 3 ones are 3. Now 5 is multiplying on the other side, it will be, you have to divide it, and you're getting your answer. Now these are the two solutions, that is x 1 comma 3 by 5. Moving towards the next part. Okay students, this is a bit different question as you can see, but actually how you have to do, like this is 2x square plus 1. Maybe you thought this is a tough question, but you can see a same thing that is already repeated in the question. The good thing in the question is that there is no need to make anything, there is no need to arrange anything. Already the question is arranged, and there is a thing that is repeated 2 times, and which is the thing? The term is 2x square plus 1. Now what you have to do, you always have to take it equal to y. Now y is equal to 2x square plus 1. Replacing in the question, okay, this is y plus this one is equal to 4. You just have to replace either 2x square plus 1 is equal to y. Then okay, now student, there's one thing more that you also have read in 1.1, that you have to multiply the whole equation with y. And why we are going to do this process? Because we have to finish this fraction. We want to get rid from this fraction, because fraction always make a problem for the students. So we can simply you can say that in multiplying the whole equation with y, what will happen, this y with, when you're going to multiply y with y, you will get y square. This y is cancel with this y is going to cancel with y, you will get only 3, and you have to multiply of course 4 with y, you will just get 4y. Somehow you have to arrange the equations. This will be minus 4y plus 3 is equal to 0. Once again you're getting a normal form, a very easy form that looks like good to see the question. Now things are getting better in the question. See this form and this form, what a change in the question you have. And now the factorization, that is excuse me, 3 ones are 3 and minus 3 minus 1, that is 4. Now y is common, y minus 3 minus 1 is common, because when there is no number common, always you have to take 1 common. Now y minus 3 is common, y minus 1 is equal to 0. Again the same process, 1 by 1. Y minus 3 is equal to 0, y value 3. Y minus 1 is equal to 0, y value 1. Now this is not the final answer, you have to do something more a bit. Now for y is equal to 3 and for y is equal to 1. Here this is the main equation, this one. Putting the value, y is equal to 3. Now moving the things, 3 is, you can see, you can take also 1 to the other side or 3 to this side, no problem. Then 3 minus 1, that is minus 2. 2 is minus, on the other side it will be divided. 2 multiplying, and here it is of course division, cancellation, you will get 1, taking square root this one, and you are getting once again your answer, that is positive and negative 1. Now for this process, again same equation, putting the value, take it. Dear student, what I thought the more simple is that you can take the 1 to the other side, that is more simple rather than to shift here in this side. Then 0, 2 is multiplying, and there it will be divided, getting 0. 0 by 2 is 0, taking square root, of course 0 square root is giving you the 0. So the final answer is plus minus 1 comma 0. You can also write this solution as plus 1 comma minus 1 comma 0. No matter, you can just change the place of the number, there's no problem with the comma. Moving towards the next part, that is our final part. Now here the question is in front of you. Oh my god, looking so terrible? Not at all. So just find out, dear students, the same term, the same thing. You can see this is x divided by x minus 3, and this is x minus 3 divided by x. So just be careful, watch carefully the question on a very first step, and then move towards the solution. You can see they are same actually, but what happens, they are the reciprocal of each other. They are the reciprocal of each other. Now we are going to apply a very simple technique here. This is x divided by x minus 3 is equal to y. Why I am going to write here 1, there is a reason behind it. You simply can write here y, no need to write 1, but I am doing y because you have to take the reciprocal. And maybe there are some students, they will make an issue and they will say how this could possible. Students, when you're going to take the reciprocal of this equation, what will happen, x minus 3 will be the numerator and this x will be the denominator. In the same way, if I'm going to write y only, maybe you will say how this comes possible. So you simply can write 1 here, because all the time we can write 1 if we need it. Then taking the reciprocal, this is 1 by y. After that, now your equation, this equation will be what? You know that this is equal to y. I'm not going to write 1 because I don't need it now. Now plus 4 will be as it is. Now this is equal to 1 by y. Substituting here is equal to 4. Again we are having the fraction form in the equation. Now just guess with which number you have to multiply the equation so that you get rid of this fraction. Dear student, just you have to guess by yourself. Yeah, it's very simple, you can. That is y. Now we have to multiply the whole equation with your y. So after multiplying y with y, plus 4 into 1 by y dot y, and 4y. No matter, you can replace y dot and multiplication sign, no problem. Y with y give you y square plus y is going to cancel with y. You will only get 4 ones are 4 is equal to 4y. As the equation is not arranged, arranging this equation, here positive and here it is negative. Again, as you know that this is the quadratic equation, we have to do the factorization. Then yeah, y is common, again 2 is common. Using all these steps, y minus 2 is common and the left number is y minus 2 again. Students, I have told you already in my previous videos that when you are going to multiply the two same number, obviously you have to put a square on them because they are same. Then taking square roots cancel with the square root, you will get nothing. Now 2 is negative, on the other side it will be positive. Now there is only one value you are getting in this question. Normally what happens, actually we are having two values while solving this question. जब हम यहाँ तक पहुँचते हैं तो हमारे पास दो values आती हैं y की, but in this question you are getting luckily only one. So the of course solution will be more simple and question is more simpler. Now you have to solve for only one y, and where this is your main equation. You just have to replace y with 2, this one. Now this is the fraction, you have to cross multiply. Now x minus 3 is divided here and on the other side you have to multiply with 2. Then 2x minus 2, it will be 6. Now 2x minus 6 minus, आपकी मर्जी है students, you can bring the equation or these numbers to the left side or to the right side, to the left side or right, no problem at all. This is all your wish how you can solve this question, but the answer will always be same unless or until you haven't done any mistake. Now 2x minus x, that is x minus 6 is equal to 0, and this is the only solution of the question. Students, that is the last, not the last, but here in the video the last part of the exercise. I just want to tell you one thing. Of course things get be while you're moving towards the next exercises, chapters, things will be different for you, but students, with the hard work and with a lot more practice, things will be easier for you. Hope so you are getting my point. Now I will see you in the next video in next time. Till then, take care and bye bye.